Guys, we need to talk about Dan Noodles. They are one of my favorite things to make. Whenever I see them on a menu, I always order them, but actually to make them at home, they are super simple. And it only takes a few ingredients to make this creamy, spicy, peanutty noodle dish that is jam-packed full of flavor. Basically, this dish is comprised of 3 parts: noodles, a spicy sauce, and some spicy pork. So we're gonna start off by cooking out our pork into a nice hot wok. We're going in there with a little bit of sunflower oil. I've laid out all my ingredients. I'm ready to go. My ingredients are chopped, my noodles are cooked, my meat is ready. So once you've done the preparation, it all comes together really quickly in the pan. So what I've added is the oil, but what I'm looking for is to see that little smoke. And when you know there is smoke coming up from your pan, you know that your pan is not going to reduce in heat when you add in the meat. And that is exactly what I'm going to do right now. I'm seeing a little bit of smoke in here, so straight in there. You are looking for that sizzle. If you don't have that sizzle, you're not going to get nice brown color on your meat. Now, while this meat is frying off, we are going to hit it with a bit of flavor. So I've got some soy sauce going straight in, and I also have some hoisin sauce, which is this rich umami flavor, and it's going to add great depth of saltiness into this pork. So get that in there and mix it around that pork just to get it nicely coated. Okay, this is starting to come together at this point, so I'm going to hit this with some spices. I have a little bit of 5 spice, I have some curry powder, and the secret ingredient to get that sort of numbing spice and that numbing bite is some Szechuan peppercorns. All of this goes straight in there. It's going to add really wonderful flavor, like a really sort of kind of aromatic flavor into this pork alongside the saltiness and the umami hit of the hoisin and the soy. So you want to cook this out now just until any liquid has been absorbed and cooked out, and you should have a nice little brown on your meat. Right, you can have a look here now at this meat. It is beautifully browned, we've got nice color on it, and just before it's ended its cooking time, I'm gonna add in some bok choy, and I've just quartered these up just into nice small pieces, and they're gonna reduce down in the heat in the pan, and we're gonna get a nice finish on them. So just stick them in the pan and let them soften down ever so slightly. Now, as I said, this is a dish of 3 components. So this is my meat and veggies, and I'm gonna leave that to rest. The next job is to make up our sauce. Okay, take a look at this bok choy now. It is reduced down. We've got nice tender pieces, and I'm gonna get this straight out of the pan and onto a plate just to rest. You can see you've got all those lovely spicy pork pieces, and then those gorgeous bok choy pieces as well. But don't mind if there's a little bit left in the pan, because what we are going to use is all that flavor in the base of it. So back on with our heat. And to this pan, we now have a concoction of ingredients. It looks like quite a lot going on here, but again, this is most of the stuff that I will have in the store cupboard already. So we're gonna add in a little bit of garlic that I've just finely chopped. We're going to add in a touch of sesame oil. We've got some soy sauce going in here. We've got a little bit of chili paste, which is optional, but I do like my Dan noodles to be a touch spicy. And then here is where this Dan noodle sauce comes together. I've got some tahini paste, which is a sesame seed paste, and tahini paste has tendency to be a little bit bitter. So I'm also gonna add the sort of sweetness and the nutty flavor of some smooth peanut butter going in here as well. So you kind of have, it's almost like a heavily soya-based kind of satay sauce is what's going on here. So we're just gonna mix that through. Use that sauce just to deglaze any of those little meaty bits on the pan, and they're really going to help to infuse this sauce. And just to loosen it out, because it is quite a thick sauce at this point, I have some chicken stock. So I'm just going to add it until I have the sort of consistency I'm after. Imagine you have all those spices, you have all those sorts of umami flavors from the soy sauce and that little bit of chili paste. This is going to be some good noodles. Just about 250 milliliters going in here, about a cup or so of chicken stock, and I'm just going to bring that up to a nice steady simmer, and then I'm going to assemble the dish. That is all it takes. It is an incredibly easy noodle dish, and I have some cooked off udon noodles which are ready to rock. Okay, this is what we're talking about. Look at that luscious, creamy peanut sauce. We're gonna add this sauce straight into the base of a bowl, and then while that's still on the rolling boil, I'm going to add in my noodles, You want a good handful going in here. So if you imagine you have that really hot, luscious peanutty sauce, you have those cool udon noodles, and then on top, we're gonna add in a little bit of bok choy just in and around those noodles. And just on top, you have that spicy pork meat. So you get those little morsels of really salty, spicy pork, and it is a spectacular combination of ingredients. So I'm gonna hit this now with a generous amount of chopped peanuts, and then I'm also gonna go in here with some sliced spring onions just to finish off over the top. I feel like we should be eating this with chopsticks, but I only have a fork, so we're just gonna crack on through. You wanna twist up some of the noodles. You wanna get a little bit of that pork, and you want some of those peanuts and spring onions. That is where it's at. That is just booming with flavor. You get the crunch of the peanuts, the saltiness of that pork meat that is just humming with spice, that Szechuan peppercorn. And then you have those silky smooth noodles in that peanut sauce. This is a dish you're gonna wanna try. If you want the recipe, I will leave it in the box below. You'll get it on my website. Make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, and of course, we'll see you soon. Happy eating. Goodbye. And then that wonderful spicy, shh, quiet down, quiet. Thank you.